Hello classmates. I want to go over a few things that I've observed and give you some instructions for upcoming assignments. So I'll cover three things. We'll talk about the quiz that you took this past week, the discussion board post, and then the upcoming annotated bibliography that you will complete this week. So first, let's talk about the quiz. I'm just going to go into the module here and show you something important. Let's see, maybe I won't. Hold on. Oh, tell you what, let me do this. Alright, so do you see down here where it says Module 1 quiz? It says that you can use notes or worksheet answers from the readings to answer the questions in the module quiz. What I noticed is that some of you, quite a lot of you, took more than 30 minutes to complete the quiz. So these quizzes are timed, and you want to get used to working within the time frame, because that will be important for the final exam. So even though it's open worksheet, open book, open notes, and that sort of thing with the quizzes and the final exam, you do have to complete the exam within the amount of time that is listed. So keep that in mind, okay? And then I'd like to talk to you about the discussion board. It was nice to see that we have a couple of people already in the teaching field. Megan's planning on teaching, and Martha is tutoring, and Hutch's wife is a teacher. So that was very good to see, because Hodges does not have a teacher education program, so I assume all the time that most of the people in this course or will not go into the field of education. But again, it was nice to see. I want to point out two things. I want to give kudos to Erica Gimbel and also to Michelle Dobbs, and I will tell you why here in a moment. But I want to bring over the discussion board instructions, etiquette and netiquette sheet that I provided for you. It says here, it's bolded, the discussion assignments require that you post your contribution first, read the answers posted by your classmates, and give at a minimum 2 responses to other postings within the group. And so what I noticed is that a few of you did not provide 2 responses, and so you'll want to do that in the future. We only have one more discussion board that is of substance, so your next discussion board post will occur in module 3, and the 4th week in module 4, that discussion board post will be kind of a saying goodbye to your classmates kind of a post. But the discussion board post for week 3 will be important. So I want to make sure that you read these instructions and make sure you follow them. That's why I want to give kudos to Erica Gimbel. I'm going to open her discussion post, and you'll see here that she has an argument, a really good argument, about the importance of educational psychology, and she backs that up with references. And so I wanted to point out this post as being a really good post. There is a way to make a post like this better, and I want to talk about that now. If you look at all of the posts that were made, you'll see that there's only one post to Erica Gimbel's post, so that's just her post. And then you come all the way down here to Annabelle's post, and you'll see there are 6 responses. So let's go in there and look at that one, and I will show you why that is happening. Again, kudos goes to Michelle Dobbs. That's because at the end of her comment here, she said, where do you think education would be right now if it weren't for the insights and hard work of the founders? So she entered her post with a question. You see, it's not a very substantial post, but the fact that she asked a question allowed all the classmates to come in here and respond to this post. And that is one of the things that you will want to do, is if you can, yes, make your point, make your argument, but also follow up with a question so your classmates can have some way to respond to you, or be able to identify what's important to you and respond to that. So next week when we have a discussion board post, keep those two things in mind. All right. So then we'll go then to our annotated bibliography, and that occurs in week 2, which is where we are at this particular time. You'll see that the topic is approaches to curriculum, and that's the topic. You get to choose how you want to narrow that and make that of significance to you. Download the annotated assignment instructions, and please follow those instructions. Let me find them. When you open the instructions, you'll see a little information about what an annotated bibliography is and what the point of writing one is, and then you'll see the details of what needs to happen. You'll need to research 10 to 12 topics, sources on the topic, but you'll choose 5 of the 10 to 12 that you find, and of those 5, one of the sources can be from the course syllabus, one in the course that we're in now, this week, but you must find other sources doing your own research, and 2 of the sources must be from academic journals, research through the library's database. You can have one article that you just type in curriculum in Google search and you find something, but for the most part you can only have one of those, and the rest should be from academic journals. Once you have chosen those 5, then you will follow the instructions provided. I also have some resources for you here. You can see resources, and you will want to copy and paste these links to your browser. So this first link gives you a tutorial of how to search the Hodges Library database so you can find resources, and then the next video gives you an example of how to create a reference page. The third reference is a reference called Citation Fox. Once you click on the link here, you will click on Citation Fox, and it'll help you construct your citations. It's a useful resource as well. And then the final resource is just an example of the type of annotated bibliographies that you can write, and it should give you more information about annotated bibliographies in general. So if you have questions about the annotated bibliography, if this is your first time writing one, feel free to send me an email, and we may have to schedule a phone call, which is certainly fine. We can do that. But I look forward to seeing what you write about related to the approaches to curriculum. And I think that will take care of this week. I hope you're having a good week, and we'll talk to you next week.